everyone, welcome back to Pabbly. In this video, we're going to learn how to create optimized SEO blog post with the help of multiple AI agent. So I am an owner of an online fashion apparel store, and to create more customers engagement, I post blogs on my different social media platforms. Now generating these blogs manually is very time consuming. So what I've done is I've simply created AI agents with the help of which the blog is automatically going to be created, and it is going to be created as a record for me, a document for me. Now over here, how this AI agent is going to work, that I am creating the record of all my blog titles in my Google Sheets. So over here, what is going to happen, that as soon as I'm going to enter a new blog title in my Google Sheets, using the blog title, the keywords related to that title is going to be generated by my AI agent. Now using the keywords and the title, a blog is going to be firstly generated using another AI agent, and as the blog is generated, the SEO content for that same blog is going to be generated by my third AI agent. Now after all of this is done, what is going to happen, automatically as the content is generated, a document of that blog is going to be created using Google Docs, and after that a document is created. We are going to make that document file accessible to everyone with the help of Google Drive. In this step, we are going to receive a PDF file link of that document. Now using the link and the keywords, we are going to update our Google Sheets row in which we have entered the titles. Now if you want to learn how you can create the multiple agents by yourself for your business, then let me take you to my screen. In this video, we're going to learn how to create optimized SEO blog post with the help of multiple AI agent. So as an owner of a fashion apparel store, I use Google Sheets, Google Docs and AI agents to create SEO optimized blog post efficiently. First of all, I add the blog titles in my Google Sheets, and then the AI agent using the blog titles firstly generate the high quality keywords for the same title. After that, another AI agent generates the content for the title and the keywords that is generated by our AI agent. And then when the content has been generated, another AI agent finally is going to SEO optimize the blog that is generated. And then after generating the content, after SEO optimizing the content, it is saved in Google Docs for easy editing and publishing. Finally, I update my Google Sheets with the keywords and the document link right over here to keep the structured format of the content, ensuring seamless content management and workflow. And I'm going to create all the multiple AI agents with the help of Pabbly Connect. So on the screen, you can see the website of Pabbly Connect, that is pabbly.com/connect. After browsing this website, we need to sign into our Pabbly Connect account. But if you're a new user, you can sign up for free and get 100 free tasks every month. So as I'm an existing user, I'm going to sign into my Pabbly Connect account. After signing in, you can see the All Pabbly apps window in front of you, in which you can see all the products that Pabbly provides, from which we are going to select Pabbly Connect by clicking on this Access Now button right here. Then Pabbly Connect's dashboard is going to appear in front of you. In order to start an automation process in Pabbly Connect, we need to create a workflow. For that, click on this top right corner button right here that says Create Workflow. A dialog box is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the workflow name and for us to select a folder. So for the name of my workflow over here, I'm going to give it as Create Optimized SEO Blog Post with the help of multiple AI agent. Okay, so this is the name that I want to give to my workflow. Next, it is asking for us to select a folder. So on the left side of my screen, you can see I have created multiple folders in my Pabbly Connect account, from which I'm going to select a specific folder in which I want to save this workflow in. For that, click on this drop down. These are the folders from which I'm going to select AI Agent Automations as the folder I want to save this workflow in. After giving the name to the workflow and selecting the folder, I'm going to click on this Create button in order to create a workflow. Then a workflow is created in the name of Create Optimized SEO Blog Post with the help of multiple AI agent, and you can see that there are two windows in front of you. One over here says Trigger, other says Action. So what is Trigger and Action? Trigger and Action are the two most important steps of our automation process, because our process depends on these two principles. Over here, Trigger says when this happens and Action says do this. That means what is Action? Action is a response towards our trigger. In an automation process, there can be only one trigger step but multiple action steps. We are going to set up our trigger step first. And for the trigger application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Google Sheets. As in my Google Sheets, I am creating the record of my blog titles. I want that as soon as a new blog title is going to be added in my Google Sheets, automatically the trigger over here should capture the response of that. That is why for my trigger application, I've selected it as Google Sheets. After selecting the trigger application, for the trigger event, I'm going to select as new or updated spreadsheet row. After selecting the trigger application and the event, you can see that Pabbly Connect has provided us with the webhook URL. Now using this unique webhook URL, we are going to build the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect by following the steps given here below in the help desk. So firstly, I'm going to copy this URL from here. After copying the URL, log back to your Google Sheets that you have created. So this is my Google Sheets and I want to connect the spreadsheet to Pabbly Connect. In order to do that, from the panel, go to Extensions. From the drop-down, go to Add-ons and click on this Get Add-ons option right here. This window is then going to appear in front of you. And over here in this window, I'm going to search for Pabbly Connect webhooks. So you can see it says Pabbly Connect webhooks. I'm going to select it. I'm going to open this from here. You can see I've already installed Pabbly Connect webhooks, so I'm going to move forward. But if you have not installed Pabbly Connect webhooks, please to install it so that with the help of this webhook, you can create the connection between Google Sheets and Pabbly Connect. As I've already installed, I'm going to go back and refresh this page from here. As then I've refreshed the page, now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to extensions and from the drop down, I'm going to select this Pabbly Connect webhooks. Over here it says initial setup. I'm going to click on this button right over here. This window is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the webhook URL and the trigger column. For the URL, I'm going to paste the webhook URL that Pabbly Connect has provided us. And the trigger column is, the trigger column will be a final data column on which if the data is added, the whole of the row data will be sent to the webhook URL. My trigger column is going to be column A because in this column, whenever the vlog title is going to be added, I want that title to be forwarded to this webhook URL. So with the trigger column over here, I'm going to write it as column A. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on this submit button right over here. As I've done that, it says setup configured successfully. As now the setup is done, I'm going to go back to my workflow from the extensions. I'm going to go back to Pabbly Connect webhooks and from the drop down, I'm going to click on the send on event button. It is very important to click on send on event that whenever we're going to add a new title in the spreadsheet, that new title is going to be forwarded towards the webhook URL by the spreadsheet. Okay. As now, if I'm going to go back to extension, you can see a tick mark is in front of it. This means the function is now working. As now we have done that, if I'm going to go back to my workflow and scroll down, it is saying waiting for webhook response. So now to check whether Google Sheets is connected to Pabbly Connect or not, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add another title in this spreadsheet. And as I'm going to enter the title, then I'm going to check whether Pabbly Connect captures the response of the title being entered or not. Okay. So in order to check whether, I'm going to enter a new title right over here. So as I've done that, I've entered the title that is dressing your body type, fashion tips for every shape. Okay, so this is the title that I have. As I've entered the title, I'm going to go back and scroll down. And as you can see, the response has been captured of the title right here. We can see the response title is dressing up your body type, fashion tips for every shape. Okay. As now the vlog title has been captured over here in our trigger, this means that Google Sheets is connected to Pabbly Connect and our trigger setup is done. After setting up our trigger step, we need to set up our action step. Here my objective is that as soon as we are going to capture the response of the title, an AI agent should first generate the keywords for the title. Now for that, we're going to set up our action step, in which for the action application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as OpenAI, as I'm going to use OpenAI as my AI agent. And the action event over here is going to be ChatGPT. And then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you on which click on add new connection, or else you can select the existing connection that you have. Okay. Now over here it is asking for the token. Using this token, we are going to build the connection between OpenAI and Pabbly Connect. So now in order to have this token that Pabbly Connect is asking for, I'm going to click on this hyperlink given over here in the help desk. As I'm going to do that, we're going to land towards the API keys page of your OpenAI account. As you're going to land on this page, click on this create new secret key button right here. As we're going to do that, this dialog box is then going to appear in front of you, which is asking for the key name, project, and the permission. You can select all the required details and then click on this create secret key button in order to create your own key. I've already built a connection over here, so I'm going to select the existing connection from the drop down and click on the save button to select the existing connection. As I've done that, you can see OpenAI, that is our AI agent, is connected to Pabbly Connect. It is asking for the AI model. I'm going to use GPT-4o Mini as the AI model to generate the keywords. Okay, you can select the AI model from the drop down according to your requirement. After that, it is asking for the prompt. With the help of this prompt, the AI agent is going to generate the content that we want. We have to write the prompt with the specifications what all we want in the generated content. So I'm going to write the prompt according to my requirement right over here. So this is the prompt that I have, that is I want to find the top trending high traffic keywords related to the title. Focus on long tail keywords and user intent. Just give the keywords and nothing else. Just the keywords, not the search volume and the competitive level. Separate the keywords with comma, and I want 12 short keywords. Okay, so this is the prompt with the help of which the keywords are going to be generated. After that, it is asking for the blog title, and using this title the keywords are going to be generated. So for the data of this field, I'm going to map the data. Mapping means inserting data from the previous step. So we would insert the data from the previous step of this workflow, and how it works is that as soon as I'm going to select the data, you can see this was the previous step. As I'm going to click on it, this is the same response that was captured in a previous step. In the response, we have received the blog title. It is asking for the blog title, so I'm going to select the data of the blog title from my previous response. As now I've selected the data from my previous response, the data is mapped, and as I've mapped the data has now become dynamic. That means now whenever a new response is going to be captured in our previous step, automatically the new data is going to be updated in place of this mapped data. So this is the prompt for which the keywords are going to be generated. I'm going to click on the Save and Send Test Request button right over here. As I've done that, we have received a response. In the response, we have received the content. In the content, we have received the keywords. You can see right over here. So these are the keywords, and using the keywords, we are going to now generate the content. So as we have received the keywords with the help of this AI agent right over here, I'm going to rename the step. And the name of the step, I want to give it as Keyword Research AI. Okay, so this is the first AI agent. So I'm going to update the name as Keyword Research AI as I'm receiving the keywords with the help of this AI agent step right here. As now we have the keywords using the title and the keywords, I want to generate the vlog. For that, I'm going to set up another action step in which for the action application, again over here, I'm going to select it as OpenAI right over here. An action event is going to be ChatGPT. Then I'm going to click on this connect button. I have the existing connection, so I'm going to select this option. But if you want, you can add a new connection. I'm going to click on this save button. For the model, I'm going to select it as GPT-4o mini right over here. Okay. After that, it is asking for the prompt. Now the prompt is going to be related to generating content with the help of the vlog and the keywords that we have. You have to enter the prompt according to the specifications of your need that you want to generate a content on. So, okay, I'm going to write the prompt over here as, so this is the prompt that I want, that is, write a high quality engaging blog post based on the title. The blog title content should be well structured, follow SEO best practices. Manage a conversational yet informative tone while naturally integrating keywords. The keywords ensure the writing is compelling, easy to read, relevant to my target audience. Include real-world examples, what necessary, and keep the word count within described range. Example 500 to 800 words. Just give me the vlog, nothing else. Do not include the title in the content. Give the content without these signs. And if there are any pointers, mentioned with numbers. Okay. So this is the prompt right over here for the vlog title. What I'm going to do is I'm going to map the data of the vlog title, and for the keywords that we have received, I'm going to map the data of the keywords that is generated by our AI agent in this step right here. This is the keywords. Okay, I'm going to map it. After filling all the required details in the prompt, I'm going to click on this Save and Send Test Request button right here. As I've done that, you can see we've received a response in the message content. If I'm going to scroll down, you can see a vlog has been successfully created in my message content right here. When it comes to fashion, one of the most important things you can do is understand your unique body type. Dressing for your body type is not just about choosing clothes that fit. It is also about selecting styles that enhance your natural beauty and boost your confidence. You can see the vlog has now been successfully generated right over here. Okay, and as now the vlog is generated, now what we are going to do is, as this content is generated, we are going to do the SEO of this content, and we are going to take out the final SEO approved content right here. Now for that, as now the setup is done, I am going to rename this step over here as well. The name of the step that I want to give is, so this is the step that is AI for blog content generation. Okay, I'm going to update this step as we're going to generate the content for the blog. Now we're going to do the SEO. For that, I'm going to click on this add button right here. Action application over here is going to be OpenAI again, as with the help of OpenAI. This is another AI agent with the help of which we are going to search the SEO content. And the action event over here is going to be ChatGPT again. Then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you on which I'm going to select the existing connection. But if you want, you can add a new connection. Then I'm going to click on this save button. For the model, I'm going to again select as GPT-4o mini right over here. It is asking for the prompt. Now this prompt is going to be for the SEO. So for the prompt over here, I'm going to write it as, optimize the following blog post for SEO to enhance its search engine visibility. Blog content Ensure the proper keyword placement without over shuffling, improve readability, and suggest a compelling meta title and description. The final version should be well optimized for search engine while remaining engaging with user friendly and understandable in simple words. Do not use these signs. Okay, so this is the prompt over here. In the prompt, it is asking for the blog content. For the content, I'm going to map the data of this content that was generated. After filling in all the required details in the prompt, I'm going to click on this save and send test request button right over here. As I've done that, we have received a response, and over here we are going to tally the response. This is the title and the type. This is the meta's description, and this is the blog post you can see right over here that has been generated with the SEO approval. You can see right over here. Okay. Now, as this is done, now we have the SEO as well. As now we have that over here, now we are going to create the record of this SEO vlog by creating a document in our Google Docs. In my Google Docs, I have created a document template you can see right over here. And in this template, I am creating a record of all the blogs that is generated by my multiple AI agents. And then I store those documents in my Google Drive with the name of Google Docs. This is the folder, and I store all the documents in this folder right over here. Now, in order to do that, in order to create the doc, we're going to add another action step, in which for the action application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Google Docs. And the action event over here is going to be create document from template. As I've already created a template in the name of blog template, and using this template, we are going to create the record of our blog that is generated using our multiple AI agents. Okay. Now what we're going to do is we've selected the action event. I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you on which you can select the existing connection that you already have, but I'm going to add a new connection. Then I'm going to click on this sign in with Google button right here. It is asking for us to select the account in which the docs are going to be created. So I'm going to select the account right over here. After selecting the account, it is asking for us to give the permission for this account. I'm going to click on this allow button. As this is a safe process and my data is perfectly saved with Pabbly Connect, so I'm going to click on this allow button right here. And as I've done that, you can see I have successfully authorized Google Docs to Pabbly Connect. After authorizing, it is asking for us to select the template document. I have created a template document in the name of blog template right over here. So I'm going to select the template document from the drop down. After that, over here it is asking for the new document's name. So now from the template, the new documents are going to be created. So for the new document's name, I'm going to map the data, the name of my title right over here. This is the new document's name. For the new documents location, I have created a folder over here in the name of blogs documents. So I'm going to select the location of my drive. Over here you can see it is blog documents. So I'm going to select as blog documents right here. After that, it's asking for the blog title, keywords, and the content. These are the dynamic fields that I've created in this template. You can see there are curly brackets in front of this and the end of this. This is a dynamic field for the blog title, keywords, and the content. Okay. Now for the data of this field, I'm going to map the data. For the blog title, I'm going to map the data of the title. Keywords, we have received the keywords. I'm going to map the data of the keywords. And the content over here, this is the SEO content. I'm going to map the data of the content right over here. Okay. And as I've done that, I'm going to click on this save and send test request button right over here to create the document of the blog that we have generated using multiple AI agents. And as we have done that, we have received a response. In the response, we have received the document ID, which is a positive response. So now I'm going to open my Google Drive folder. And yes, you can see over here in my Google Drive folder, a new document has been created for dressing up your body type, fashion tips for every shape. You can see the document is created with the content you can see right over here and the SEO content as well. Okay. You can see this is the keywords also right over here. Okay. So as the document is created, you can see this document. If I'm going to go to the top right corner, it says private to only me. This means this document cannot be accessible to anyone. Okay, if I want to give the access to any of my team members, I have to manually do that. So instead of manually doing that, we're going to add another action step to this workflow. And for the action application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select it as Google Drive right over here. An action event over here is going to be share a file with anyone. Okay, this is the action event. Then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is going to appear in front of you on which I'm going to select the existing connection. But if you want, you can add a new connection. Then I'm going to click on this save button. After that, over here it is asking for the file ID. Which file do we want to share it with anyone? For the file ID, what I'm going to do is I'm going to map the data of the file ID that we have received in this step right over here. For mapping, toggle this button on. Erase this ID from here, and in this Google Docs step, we have received the file ID, the document ID. I'm going to map the data of that document ID right over here. Okay. As I've done that, now I'm going to click on this save and send test request button. And as we have done that, you can see we have received a response. In the response, we have received the multiple accessible links right over here. And from the links, I'm going to use this PDF link in order to create the record of this document in my Google Sheets again. So as now we have all the links in my Google Sheets over in which I've created the record, I want to enter the keywords as well as the blog link, the document link in which the blog is saved, okay? So that I can create the systematic record of all my blog's details. So now what we are going to do is we are going to add another action step to this workflow to update our spreadsheet. And for the action application over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to again select it as Google Sheets right over here. And the action event over here is going to be update row, okay? And then I'm going to click on this connect button. A window is then again going to appear in front of you, on which I'm going to select the existing connection. But if you want, you can add a new connection. Then I'm going to click on the save button right here. After that, over here it is asking for us to select the spreadsheet. So I'm going to select the spreadsheet over here as blog titles and content right here. It is asking for us to select a sheet. I have created a single sheet over here in the name of sheet 1. So with the sheet over here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that sheet 1. It is asking for the row index. In this step, we have received the row index. I'm going to map the data of that row index right here. Do we want to update the titles? No. I want to update the keywords. So I'm going to map the data of the keywords that I've received right over here. And it is asking for the blog link. So over here, you can see in this file step, we have received the PDF link. I'm going to map the data of that PDF link. After filling in all the required details, I'm going to click on this Save and Send Test Request button right here. As I've done that, we have received a response, which is a positive response. So now I'm going to open my spreadsheet. And yes, in my spreadsheet, you can see the record has been successfully created of the keywords of this title and the link. If I'm going to open this link over here, you can see a document is downloaded. If I'm going to open the document, this is the same document in which the vlog content with the SEO content has been created by our multiple AI agents, okay? As now this record has been created in our Google Sheet successfully, the blog has been generated and been created. This means that we successfully created multiple AI agents with the help of which the blog is going to be generated, okay? So now for all of you guys, what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter another blog title in this spreadsheet and I'm going to check whether a new blog has been created for this title that we're going to enter in our spreadsheet or not. So for that, I'm going to add another title in this spreadsheet right over here. So I've entered the title, you can see right over here. After entering the title, I'm going to wait over here for a few seconds for the AI agents to update the keywords and the blog link right over here. So I'm going to wait over here for a few seconds. As now I have waited for a few seconds, you can see the keywords and the link is automatically updated in this spreadsheet. I'm going to open this link over here. As I've opened the link, a new document has been downloaded. I'm going to open it. And you can see the title is 5 fashion mistakes you should stop making right now. Okay. These are the keywords that was generated by our AI agent. You can see right over here. And with that, the content with the SEO approval has been generated. You can see over here and it's been created as a document. Okay. And that was updated in our spreadsheet. So in this manner, you can enter the title and automatically the keywords and the document is going to be created for the vlog that you're going to generate by the multiple AI agents. So this is how you create this amazing automation for creating optimized SEO blog post with the help of multiple AI agents using Pabbly Connect. So this was it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Not just with these applications, you can create automation between multiple other applications with the help of Pabbly Connect. If you have any questions, you can contact us on support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can check the queries on forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, then you can check out this link. If you like this video, please do subscribe to our channel, hit on the like button, comment on if you have any questions or doubts, and please share this video.